DC Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and we got a lot to talk about this episode, folks. We got a huge ride-along episode. Oh boy, holy takeover. We got some stuff to talk about, y'all. This is hot news, folks. This caught me off guard. I mean, it really has. I'm a little blown away by it because I did not see this coming, but these things happen. Mattel will regain back the DC licensing come 2026. So this is something that they are no stranger to. They had the DC license. Then McFarlane took it back in 2020, 2021. And that's when the DC Multiverse line was born. And that's actually when I started collecting, folks. I mean, I honestly started collecting again as an adult collector. I feel like this was the beginning of pretty much the golden age of collecting, because you had McFarlane that was coming onto the scene with the DC Multiverse line. You had the Masters on the Universe Origins. You had G.I. Joe Classified. Of course, Transformers was already out. This is huge news for me as well as other folks. You know, I don't know. I didn't get a lot of the Mattel figures from back in the day. I saw a few. I do have one. I have a Katana figure. And I have a few, folks, but things have changed. You know, I doubt that they'll look like that, like the way they looked years ago. I'm hoping that they'll look better, but we'll see. We'll see, folks. You know, I'm a bit bummed. You know, a little disappointed that McFarlane could not hold on to the license. You know, I know it all comes down to money. I feel like Mattel, they're a big corporation. They were able to offer more money. Reading the Los Angeles Times article, seems like their numbers are up and everything. They're making money, and I will say this, folks, outside of the DC Multiverse line, Mattel's Masterverse line has been my favorite. You know, you have the Masterverse, and I have the DC Multiverse line, and then there's G.I. Joe Classified, and then there's the Marvel Legends that's gotten better, but I felt like over the years it's always been, for me, you know, DC Multiverse and Masterverse. I mean, I've been impressed with Masterverse because their prices, $19, $20 for awesome figures, I feel. And then you have DC Multiverse on their end. They're giving you awesome figures, excellent figures, in my opinion. Both give you great figures. But Multiverse, they give you the price, you know, the feasible price, but you're getting vehicles, you're getting mega figures for a feasible price. So I feel like, I've always felt like Todd has always, you know, really helped me, I guess, many collectors out all around the world by providing feasible prices and being so versatile with his line. I mean, he's giving you, you know, like I said, the standard 7-8-inch figures. He's giving you mega figures. He's giving you vehicles, play sets. Then he's giving you sub lines like the Page Punchers with that include a comic. He's giving you the DC Classics lines. He's giving you the digital lines. He's also giving you the lines like Batman 66 and also the Batman and Robin, the Batman and Animated Series. There's all these sub DC Direct lines. I've heard that maybe he might not lose DC Direct. We'll see. What I'm looking forward to seeing is what Todd has to say about what his response to all this will be. Will he release a statement? Will he acknowledge this news at some point or another? Will we get his take? Will we get more information? That's what I want, because I know a lot of people right now are just speculating on what they feel is happening or what little news we have. But we do know Mattel has regained back the license. But with that being said, will that mean Todd McFarlane or McFarlane Toys will no longer be doing any DC-related products? Will that be the case? Will he still be doing some items? Movie Maniacs, he has all these different lines he has his hands in. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what all unfolds with this whole McFarlane losing the DC license. Will he get the Marvel license? You know, I've always speculated, and that's just on my end, I've always felt that Todd has been wanting to do Marvel Comics characters. That's why he's doing the statues. And I've always felt like that was like his foot in the door towards getting into doing the Hasbro figures. So my thing is like, what is next for Todd McFarlane? Yes, he doesn't have the DC licensing. We won't be getting the DC Multiverse line post 2026. But what does it mean for him in terms of other things? Will he be involved in the Marvel Legends line? That's something I've always felt that he was going to do, or that he will do at some point or another. He is doing the statues, and I feel he's doing an excellent job with the statues, folks. And I always said, man, that was just his foot in the door. I would like to get more information on what McFarlane has to say about all this. I mean, what does this mean for him and the DC licensing all the way around? Will he be involved in anything else, like a Marvel Legends or another line? What does he has a sight on? That's what I'm interested to see. Because right now all we know is that, Mattel has the license. So come 2026, they're going to be doing the figures. And I also look forward to seeing where they go with these figures, folks. Are we going to be getting more comic booky figures from Mattel? Would they be more along the lines of the Masterverse, style? Would there be more of a more serious, darker in tone? What direction will they take the DC license? Will we get like a Superpowers line? Will we get a Justice League Unlimited line? Will we get more comic book related figures from this whole DC Mattel thing? So I'm interested to see like what style, what direction Mattel will take this DC line. And I'm interested to see exactly what McFarlane has in store for us. But I just have a feeling that at some point he's going to be doing Marvel Legend figures, folks. I just got a feeling. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong. Who knows? I have questions. I have things that I want to see as this story, continues to develop. I'm disappointed, because I love this line. I love the DC Multiverse line. It's been my jam, folks. And if you've been following the channel, this has been my line that I've really been, really appreciative of because of its versatility and the pricing. But at the same time, right there behind it, or right there with it, has been Masterverse. And so it's really interesting to see how the other line that I really appreciate and enjoy is getting back to DC licensing. So I want to see how they attack or how they handle these DC characters. Will you be able to incorporate their DC characters into your DC Multiverse collection, or will they just be too different to put together? Gonna be interesting. Another thing for me is I am hoping that McFarlane, before he, bows out from the DC licensing, that he gives us more female characters, because we need some female characters to kind of round out our DC Multiverse collection, because it's like we still need a Black Canary, we need a Vixen, we need Giganta, we need a Cersei. We just need so many other characters to kind of like flesh out, our DC Multiverse collection. I mean, we have enough Batmans and Supermans. We need the Furies. We New Gods type characters. It seems like we're going to be getting a Hulk Girl. I saw that during the Toy Fair. I mean, the Toy Fair reveals, folks, that's going to be a separate video. But I got to tell you, folks, I am just completely blown away by the reveals from Toy Fair. So stay tuned for that. If McFarlane is going to bow out in 2026, he's going to bow out in a big way, because what he had at Toy Fair, blew me away. All right. But man, love McFarlane line. Appreciate what he brought to the table. Look forward to seeing what Mattel does. I don't know how Mattel is going to approach the DC characters. I may be in on the line. I may not. I just have a wait and see type of attitude when you talk about collecting another DC line of figures, when I've been invested in this whole DC Multiverse McFarlane toy line. So we'll see, folks. We'll see what happens. But let me know in the comments, folks, what do you think? I mean, are you surprised at this news? Were you blown away? Did you expect this? I didn't see this coming. I always thought that McFarlane would keep this line for quite some time, man. I didn't think he'd lose it after 5 years. Has it been 4 or 5 years? I thought he'd keep it a little longer than that. But these things do happen. They happen, and we'll just see. We'll see how all this plays out. But let me know in the comments, folks. What do you think about this Mattel taking back the DC license? Are you all in on this? Do you feel like Mattel is going to do a better job? Did you collect the Mattel figures back in the day? Or were you all in with the DC Multiverse line, and are you really disappointed in this news? Let me know in the comments, folks. Also, be sure to ring that bell for all notifications so you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And also, don't forget to what? That's right, like, share, and subscribe. If you've already done that, I truly appreciate it. And remember that I'm on social media with Instagram and Twitter. So if you have those outlets, be sure to give me a follow. And be sure to check out my community. I'm always posting news and updates there. And again, folks, I appreciate you. And thanks again for tuning in and for joining me for yet another ride along. Oh, we'll do it again, folks. We'll do it again. All right, folks. Until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. Same bad time, same bad channel, folks. Till next time. Bye for now.